Good morning, the honorable juries, the incredible committees, the enthusiastic audiences, and my fellow contestants. My name is Yosiyana. I come from Padjadjaran University. Today, I would like to make a speech on the topic poverty and social inequality. First, I will talk about poverty. What does poverty actually mean? Poverty is when people don't have much to afford sufficient necessities to sustain themselves. According to the World Bank, about 9.2% of the world, or 719 million people, live in extreme poverty, which is the seventh type of poverty level, and living below international poverty standards of $2.15 per day. More than that, UN Development Program reported when looking beyond income to people experiencing deprivations in health, education, and living standards, 1.2 billion in 111 developing countries are multidimensionally poor. In Indonesia, Badan Pusat Statistik reported the number of the poor in Indonesia reached 26.36 million in September 2022. So what does it mean to social inequality? Poverty and social inequality are intertwined things. Social inequality is characterized by the existence of unequal opportunities and rewards by the different for positions and statuses within a society. People with poverty cannot afford the same thing as equal in their societies. Just look beyond our society. Many occurrences have already happened in our social relations, such as child conflict among their friends, homicide, imprisonment, social capital, and trust, caused by their feelings about social inequality and causing some social problems. Let me show you. First, in 2022, KPAI reported 226 cases of bullying with physical and mental violence that occurred in school environment, including 18 cases of bullying in cyberspace. Second, we heard homicide cases on international or national news at least more than 20 times per year. Most are caused by the unstable economic reasons. Third, imprisonment has always increased every year by many crimes. Fourth, inequality and social capital. Many people have no privilege for this. To have an equal, they must be capable in education or relation in which the poor have a different start and a different track, of course. And fifth, society's trust comes lower to the poor. Why? Because the vicious circle of poverty is near to the poor. If anyone is pressed by their needs, they can do anything to fulfill it, even if they must commit crimes. These are enough to prove that poverty is lack of cash and isn't lack of character, but it breeds them. Ladies and gentlemen, poverty and social inequality have a big impact of our well-being society. We have to deal with it. Do you think it's easy? Unfortunately, it's certainly not. But how can we deal with it? Remember one thing, sustainability needs a greater equality. Reducing poverty can reduce social inequality. Did you know Indonesia is the fourth most populous in the world with around 270 million people, where 50% of the population is under the age of 29 years old and 60% of the population is under the age of 39. This means that Indonesia is facing a demographic bonus which provides both opportunities and challenges. Therefore, we can conclude that there is a significant presence of youth, especially it means to make a move for a better sustainability. Ladies and gentlemen, by seeing my explanation before, we can conclude that we need to make a move and improve in reducing poverty and social inequality. But how do we do that? policies did not work. For example, investment in education are often ineffective in reducing poverty. Why can't we support their income guarantee instead? It is a monthly grant which is enough to pay their basic needs such as food, shelter, and education only. Therefore, they might think and work for their sustained needs as long as their lives. Second, knowing the economic sides. In fact, tax is one of the ways that can make well-being society, stop tax avoidance, untax havens, and make taxation progressive again. Tax represents equality to all people in the country, but don't get me wrong. Equality is not all about same in quantity, but it has its meaning. And then, take actions from as little as we can do. We, as privileged people, should stop with pretending that we know the best. We should stop sending clothes and toys to the poor, to people we never met. We can open job opportunities through MKM or small businesses that we love instead. So we help them to become a well-being people in society. Ladies and gentlemen, we can conclude that where an existence without poverty is not a privilege, but a right all we deserve. So here we are, as the youth. We need to change our mindset, side, and worldview, because poverty is the root of social inequality. Fix from the deep for a better equality. Alright, I think it's the end of my speech. I hope it might be useful for us, and thank you for your attention.